Solomon, King Solomon. He's a really interesting character. In some ways, I identify with him. In other ways, I look at him and think, I don't really get you, King Solomon. Because, you know, when he was dedicating the temple, he prayed this incredible prayer, which I think is amazing. He prayed, Lord, you know, it's hard for you even to be contained within the whole universe, but here you are, you're going to presence yourself in this building. And I think that's an incredible revelation. You know, every time I look in a mirror, I think to myself, how does the God of the universe actually want to dwell in someone like me? But there were some other things about Solomon which just make me just a little bit concerned. The size of the platform that he built in order to pray his prayer, it's hardly like just going into the secret place. This was a prayer for all to hear. And also in his praying, he makes a big thing about when the problems come, the main thing is to make sure you're praying in the right direction. Pray towards the temple. And he says all of this, and then he retreats after this big ceremony. And he goes off, and God appears to him on his own. And what I'm about to read to you, we probably all know it because it's an incredible passage, but maybe we haven't registered that it's not a public statement, it's a private statement that God speaks into Solomon after the dedication of the temple. He says this, and in 2 Chronicles chapter 7, I've heard your prayer and have chosen this place for myself as a temple for sacrifices. When I shut up the heavens so that there's no rain, or command locusts to devour the land, or send a plague among my people, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. I love it because it's about humbling yourself. It's about calling on the name of the Lord, seeking his face and turning away from wickedness. And I think in some ways there's a little bit of a correction coming to Solomon here. It's not about big platforms to pray on. It's not about praying in a particular direction, although that can focus your mind. It's actually about humility, seeking God's face, calling on his name, and trusting him. I don't want to detract from this passage because I think it is amazing. I just want to add to it and give you that sense that it is that humility, it is that graciousness that's really going to make a difference. Let's take it in once again. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Let's do as God says and turn to him with that humility and discover his healing for our land.